My name is Earl Craft. As y'all know, or some of y'all may know, I had a little segment that I was doing where I was making a homemade camper. I ran into challenges with that because I didn't have a title for the frame that I bought. So the state of Mississippi will not allow you to build a camper without a whole lot of paperwork and other stuff without a title. But anyway, while I was watching YouTube videos, I found this one. It's called the Ultimate Fishing Raft, and it's made with Sterilite tubs. What the guy did is he made 4x8 he made 4x8 frames and then puts 10 Sterilite tubs in each one. Well, I wanted it a little bigger because I didn't want to have to tie it all together like so many times. So I made mine solid, 12 feet long and 8 feet wide. And this is what I've done. So if you'll follow me this way, I'll show you. So these are the tubs. I built the frame, flipped it over, and I'm drilling holes. Now, the older Sterilite tubs used to come with a hole in the corner already there. But when they came out with the new style not too long ago, they did away with the hole and they changed it a little bit. So I had to pre-drill my own holes. So what we've done is I've already attached all of these other tubs, and these are the final few that have left to go. So I wanted y'all to see how we do it. So what I've done is I've positioned them, straightened them out, and I like to use the tub as the guide. So I line it up, and I'm using these side boards as my stabilizers. So I line it up there, and then I drill my hole that my bolt's going to go through first. I kind of hold the tub in place because I want it to be right. Okay, once I do the pilot hole, then I move the tub that I'm working on out of the way. And then I use I kind of widen the hole to make it easier to put the bolts through. I could probably use a bigger drill bit, but I kind of want to do it this way so it's kind of snug to where it holds the bolt in place when I'm tightening the nuts. Okay, so here are the bolts that I'm using. It's just standard 3-inch galvanized carriage bolts, and then I put it in the hole. I go underneath. Now bear in mind I've got it turned upside down, so I'm working from the bottom doing the tops. Okay, so now I got the bolts in. I'm going to walk this way and get some washers. And some nuts. Let's see, I left the wrench back here. So at this point, I take the washers, I lay them on each bolt, and then I put a nut on it. And this is basically, you don't have to tighten, you just want it snug on the wood so that it doesn't move, because this is the support structure for each of the tubs. Basically, the tubs are actually becoming your pontoon. I guess you could say I'm making a homemade pontoon boat and using the Sterilite tubs as my flotation pontoons. So I snug these down. What I try to do is when I feel the bolt or the washer digging into the wood, I stop. So I could twist on this thing until it pulls it all the way through, and then I've defeated my purpose. Bear in mind that it's just going to be station keeping, because when we flip it over, the tubs are going to be in the water, so this is just to keep it in place. So then what we do is we take the tubs. You getting this?
Yeah.
Pay attention. You line the tub up with the bolt. And run it through the hole. Now, if you look on YouTube and search for ultimate fishing raft and then type in storage tubs, you'll find exactly the video that I found. And I absolutely love that video. So the next thing I did, in that video you'll notice that he used something like a wooden washer. And I wasn't sure where to get that. And I decided I wanted something a little bigger than that and something a little more flexible. Now I want you to notice how these tubs they're kind of a little wobbly. Watch when I get these on. And I made these a little small so they go on kind of tight. Just push them all the way down. Can't videotape and help me at the same time. Right now, you are a cameraman. But thank you for trying. Okay, so now, as you can see, I've got the little plastic piece in place. So I'm gonna go get 2 more nuts. Basically, you use 2 bolts, 4 nuts, and 2 washers for each pontoon, each tub. So I want you to watch. I want you to watch how this pulls down. See how it pulls that little, now this is PEX tubing. See how it pulls that PEX tubing down? And then I'm going to show you in a second how it tightens up once you put that together. You can
kind of.
My cameraman gets a little distracted sometimes and forgets where to point the camera. But he's a good kid. I like having him around. Okay, so you remember how it kind of was a little wobbly? It don't move. Are you gonna? It don't move at all. Okay, so at this point, I wanted to show you how I mounted everything together. My next, in just a couple seconds, we'll have it flipped back over on top of itself. I'm going to show you how I put it together on top, and then